Welcome to KK TV. Today we are having our visitor here, Honorable Job Nyangenya Bwomanga. Currently resides in Texas, but he came to Minnesota here to be a place where he started his life. Welcome, Mr. Job.
Thank you so much, Dr.
Yeah, Mr. Job, we first of all, we are happy to host you today, that you came to visit us here in Minnesota. And I would like you to give your own introduction.
Thank you so much. Thank you, viewers, and thank you for the opportunity to be here on this TV channel. My name is Job Nyangenya Bwomanga, as you said. I was born in Bomachoge Chache constituency, in a small village called Nyakuiba. I went to Nyakuiba Primary School.
Okay.
Then I joined Yokindo High School. From Yokindo High School, I went to Itirio High School. I did my Form 4 and went and joined the University of Nairobi.
Okay.
I was at the University of Nairobi till 2009 when I got a green card and I came to United States of America, here in Minnesota. I went to school here at MCTC and at Rasmussen, where I got my degree in nursing. Then I moved to Texas. In Texas, I've also done a degree in public health. Currently, I'm the director of public health, Denton County, and I also practice as a nurse sometimes during my part time.
Okay.
Yes.
And then?
And now, you know, I'm a politician.
Yeah, that's what I wanted you to talk about.
Yes, I'm a politician.
Or you abandoned that?
No, I've not. I can say I'm a political student.
Okay.
Because I'm running this game each and every single day. I've been gone to Kenya and contested for Bomachoge Chache parliamentary seat, albeit unsuccessfully. I can say I'm in the game.
You are in the game?
Yes.
So, tell us about your unsuccessful bid to be an area MP of Bomachoge.
Well, leadership is a calling.
Okay.
I don't know if politics is a calling. I'm yet to know that. But being somebody who was born in Bomachoge Chache constituency, I'm very conversant with the problems that are in my constituency.
Okay.
I come from a very humble background. I went to Nyakuiba Primary School, as I had said earlier. Yokindo Boys High School, Chester School in Bomachoge Chache. More than half of my life, I have been in Bomachoge Chache.
Okay.
So I understand the problems going on there, and I've been affected by the problems in Bomachoge Chache in one way or the other.
Okay.
And part of the reason why I wanted to run for that position is so that I can help people not to go through the problems or the challenges that personally I went through, and some of the challenges I saw my parents and other people I went through.
Okay.
So I went to run for Bomachoge Chache constituency parliamentary seat. I did my groundwork very well.
Okay.
And I went through nomination.
Okay.
I was in ODM, or I'm still. I want to assume so.
Yeah, I mean, you have to.
Because I've not moved to another party yet. So I went to run for Bomachoge Chache parliamentary seat. We went to nomination in ODM.
Okay.
I did not make it. And then I said, well, you know, a fighter lives to fight another day.
Another day.
I call it a day, and I wished all the candidates who are running every bit of success.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, what are some of the lessons you learned during the time you were running for the seat?
That is a very good question. You know, each and every single day, anything you meet on your way is a learning experience.
Okay.
Running for a political office, I had a lot of theories and the minds.
Okay.
You know, people were telling me if you come from the diaspora, you cannot win. People were telling me if you don't have a lot of money, you cannot win. People were telling me a lot of stories. But again, I also have my story.
Okay. You have your story.
Yeah, I listen to their stories. I have my story. I have my experience. I have my reason to learn. I went to the ground. I want to say that I connected very well with our people.
Yeah.
Mama Mboga, I connected with them very well.
Okay.
Our young people, the borders, I connected with them very well.
Okay.
The opinion leaders in the community, people I interacted with very well, and I realized that for you to win a political office in Kenya, and in this case Bomachoge Chache constituency, because I believe that we have different scenarios from constituency to constituency. What works in Bomachoge Chache might not necessarily work in your constituency.
That's very true.
But you find people coming and telling you, do this, because this worked in Bobasi or worked in Kabenguria. So no, what works in Bomachoge might not necessarily work in another constituency. But what I learned in Bomachoge Chache constituency politics is that you have to connect with the people very well.
Okay.
And when it comes to this nomination issue, is something I think you can give me an opportunity to talk it on another level.
Okay.
But connecting with the people on the ground is very key.
Okay.
And I did that very well. I went to the ground from Bomachoge Chache constituency has 3 wards. Well, Sengera Bosoti, Tendere Wachi, and Machoge Bas. I went through all those constituencies very well. Okay. I knew the dynamics. We have 4 clans in my constituency: Okione, Ombaba, Ochi, and Bomachoge.
Okay.
I did my research, I knew all the votes we have in every clan, and for that matter, every polling station. I knew the number of votes we have in every polling station. Then I went back on how people have been voting in my constituency since 1988. Okay. I followed how each clan was voting. And I learned that for you to win a seat in Bomachoge Chache constituency, you need to understand the dynamics, the political dynamics in that constituency. What makes people to vote for who, when. Okay. So I did my assignment well, and what I can say failed me is in my nomination. Okay. I did not do very well in my nomination. Okay. But you know what? Nomination had a bigger percentage of the marks. Okay. And when I was getting the average, the nomination pulled me down. So I got below average. I was told to repeat.
You got below average.
Yes.
Well, before I will ask you a question on nomination there, but I know you came here, and I know you are a very good person. You don't forget. When you make friends, you don't forget. And I thought you came here yesterday for a specific purpose.
Yes.
To thank the people who supported you from Minnesota during your election.
Yes.
So what can you say about
Well, after I lost my nomination, the first thing I did is to go and sit down, calculate, do soul searching. Okay. And when I made a decision I'm not going further, I said let me go back to the electorate, because those people voted for me. Yeah. The rest is history, but they voted for me. Yeah. So I went and I told them, you voted for me, but you know what? It does not, the outcome is not what we wanted. But I want to thank you so much for what you have done for me. Then I went to Nairobi because I had a committee in Nairobi. I called people there. I told them, thank you so much for supporting me. I went to the ground. It did not work out the way we wanted. I came to Texas. I planned myself very well. Then I went to New Jersey. I met people in New Jersey who were my supporters. I told them, thank you for supporting me. Okay. Then we had a meeting in February in Texas. Again, I told people in Texas, thank you. So I came to Minnesota, my home. Yeah. Your original home. This is where you came from. This is where my American umbilical cord was buried. That's true. So I came here yesterday, and I want to take this opportunity to thank people in Minnesota in a very special way. People were signing in as they were coming, and we had a turnout of 316 people coming to the event yesterday. And I had an opportunity to give them my podcast. And I also had an opportunity to listen from them. People talked, I listened. I thank the people of Minnesota, I thank the people of Texas, I thank the people of Nairobi, and I thank the people of Bomachoge Chache constituency in a very special way for the support they gave me up to this point. So that's why I was here yesterday. I came here to tell people, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Thank you for coming and giving people, when people have supported you, I think they appreciate you, and they were happy.
And Dr. on that note, I want to say this: even you and even anybody who's watching me at this time, in one way or the other, somebody has helped you in your way. Yeah. take an opportunity, take a second, make a phone call, tell that person, thank you. Or even write a text message and tell him, thank you. Even coming to my meeting yesterday, write a small text message and say, thank you for getting time to come to my meeting. It is very important. Yes.
Thank you very much. Now, I wanted to ask you about primary elections in Kenya. I've got many people got frustrated because, you know, primary election or nomination, as they call, is very important. It's like an election in some areas.
Yes.
Take, for example, if you are not running on an ODM ticket in Nyanza, if you don't have an ODM ticket, you are not assured of a victory. And if you have a ticket of Jubilee in Central Province, it's good as that you are already elected MP. Now, which is very important. What are your opinions regarding the way political parties conduct nominations?
I want to differ with you a little bit.
Okay.
Things are changing. We have members of parliament in Nyanza who are elected not from ODM.
Okay.
The recent scenario is from Mugenya constituency, where the ODM guy in the by-election was defeated. So things are changing.
So why was he defeated?
I'm going there. I'm going there.
Okay.
Yes. Things are changing now.
Okay.
People are not going to vote for you because of your political party necessarily. However, in places like you said in Nyanza, still when you have an ODM ticket, you are not far from there. But you are not there necessarily. The same case to Central Province. But let me talk about the primaries. That's what we call them here in the United States. They are called party primaries. And in Kenya we call them the nominations. Party nominations. The way party nominations are held in Kenya, I can say we don't have party nominations at all.
Okay.
There are no party primaries that are held in Kenya. No, the winners of the primaries in Kenya are already decided somewhere. They are already decided somewhere. And you know that has been happening for a long time. Till now, that's now why I'm telling you why that guy in Nyanza won.
Okay.
Now people are getting tired. You are not going to impose somebody. You are not going to give me a ticket and tell people you want Nyangenya to be your member of parliament and they don't want me.
Okay.
But if you give people an opportunity in their primaries, they choose somebody they want. That person will win.
Okay.
In the general election. A case study or a very practical example is what happened in Kisii region during the ODM nominations. The whole of Kisii right now, as I'm speaking, we don't have a member of parliament from ODM. The whole of Kisii, Kisii and Nyamira, the two counties. Because the nominations
were sham.
Nominations were not held to the standards. What I saw in the primaries was pure sham.
It was already predetermined.
The will of the people did not come today. And it was clear when people went to the general election. You know, in my constituency, I got 2,400 votes. And my opponent who won had 6,000 votes. When it came to the final, the general election, he had 4,000 votes. Remember, the primaries, the voter turnout is low. And in the general election, how come in the general election he got 4,000 and in the primaries he got 6,000? A big question there for a scholar like you. You just ask yourself, what really happened here? And it's not only in the Bomachoge Chache, it's everywhere. What happened? ODM was a very popular party in Kisii. But we don't have any member of parliament. Now let me tell you why I'm telling you that people have been enlightened. People chose a governor from ODM. People chose a senator from ODM. People chose a women representative from ODM. Then in the constituency, like in my constituency, they chose a member of parliament from KNC. Then they chose my MCA, my area MCA is from Jubilee. Don't say those people at home, they are not smart. Those people are smart. They were able to know we are not choosing ODM at the world level. We are choosing Jubilee. Or we are choosing this candidate. At the constituency level, we are choosing this candidate because that's what they want. If you give the will of the people in the primaries, things will work out at the general election.
That is a very good analysis you have given. And actually, we call it Kisi a swing state. I mean, those are peculiar counties in Kenya, which don't really have that euphoria as much. But when you come to these other places, it really affects, and many people are elected because somebody selects people in a party. So what are the best international practices we can maybe mirror in Kenya to do nominations so that they are free and fair, so that somebody is not discriminated because he's not connected to the big person who owns the party or something like that?
Since I lost my nomination, I've never talked about it. A lot of people have tried to ask me that question. I've tried to keep out of it. But let me say it now. When it comes to holding party nominations, number one, we should not let the political parties themselves hold the nominations. No. You know, in Kenya, we're having a party holding its primaries. They rig you out. Then you go to the tribunal. The tribunal you go to is the tribunal of the party. You cannot take Jesus Christ to Judas Iscariot and expect Judas Iscariot to say that this son of God is blameless. No. So what should happen? We have the IBC, which has its own challenges, but at this point I cannot say that IBC should be the one to hold the party primaries. Then this is how it should be happen. All political parties we have in Kenya should hold their nominations in one single day. Because each and every person should belong to one political party. But in Kenya, you find Dr. Omandi is voting for Nyangenya in ODM primaries, and tomorrow Dr. Omandi is voting for another candidate in Jubilee. And then next week, Dr. Omandi is again voting for in KNC. That is not how it should be. That tells you we are not having legit and clean and lean nominations in our country. What should happen is all political parties to register with the IBC, which they do. Then the IBC should be given the mandate to call the nomination. And what it does, it prints all the ballot papers. Like now I was running in ODM, the people who are running in Jubilee, their names should also be printed. Now everybody is told, go to vote. If you go to, let's say my polling station is in Yakoiba, the polling clerks are there. They ask you, which party do you belong to? Right at the door. You tell them, me, I belong to KNC. Then they take the ballot box, the ballot paper from KNC. They give you, they tell you, go and vote. Then another person comes and say, me, I belong to ODM. Here is your ODM paper. Then somebody also is in Jubilee, and each and every political party we hold the same day primaries. Then at the end of the day now, IBC declares Dr. Josh Omandi is the winner of KNC. Honorable Job Nyangenya Bwomanga is the winner of ODM. XYZ is the winner of Jubilee. ABC is the winner of these parties. That will give us lean and clean primaries.
That is a very good idea.
Once it's done, we are going to clear now the minutes where if you have a political party, I have to go behind with a suitcase, it will eliminate that. It will eliminate that. We'll be able, the will of the people will be what we see in the ballot.
Oh, I wish they elected you a member, but I think I like that. Is you have touched my heart because that is one area I found people crying, and I think that one would solve, because then we will not have a person voting for different parties. He will vote for one, and the IBC will have the answers. So that people don't influence.
There are people. Politics in Kenya is another business. As I told you, you find like now you are a political broker. You come when I'm doing my ODM nominations, you tell me you command this clan. So once you say you command this clan, you know you are the one who is now getting the soup to want to make sure that I win. Then once we're done with the nomination, you go to another candidate from Jubilee, you tell him, I command.
I command this.
At the end of the day, you're earning yourself a lot of money from primaries. And at the end of the day, you're going to give people not the right leader, but you're going to give people what they do not want. So having a lean, clean party nominations will be one of the prerequisites of having effective and clean leadership that people have been yearning for.
That's a very good idea, and I hope next time when you win, please, I want you to work on that. It will really change Kenya, because that's where an area where we have seen many complaints come.
Yes.
Okay. We will stop here and then go to part 2.
Yes.
For now, thank you very much, and those who are watching, please watch for part 2.
Thank you so much. Asante.